Imagine you're walking through a misty Kyoto street at dawn. The scent of green tea drifts through the air. Around you, people in their 70s move with flat stomachs and calm energy. No gyms, no fad diets, no miracle shakes. Yet Japan's obesity rate sits at just 4.3%, while the US tops 42%. In the next few minutes, I'm going to pull back the curtain on those 5 ancient Japanese tricks you've probably never tried. Rituals hidden in plain sight, backed by modern science, that can start melting stubborn belly fat and rebooting your energy in as little as 10 days. By the time this video ends, you'll know exactly how to use them before everyone else does. In Okinawa, home to some of the world's longest-lived women, lunch plates are half the size of Western ones. The secret is called hara hachi-bu, eating until you're 80% full. A 2017 NIH study found that reducing calorie intake by just 20% lowered visceral fat by up to 10% in 14 days. Pair that with the Japanese oxy-breathing method, inhaling for 3 seconds, exhaling while tightening the abdomen for 7 seconds, and you increase oxygen use and activate deep core muscles. One Tokyo University experiment showed participants lost an average of 2.4 centimeters off their waistlines in 10 days. It's a quiet ritual, but it triggers real change. When you practice hara hachi-bu in the real world, it means pausing mid-meal and asking, am I still hungry or just eating? This small act of mindfulness reduces daily calories without counting macros. Japanese elders call it hara for stomach, hachi for 8, and bu for part, literally stomach 8 parts full. This habit isn't about deprivation, but about respect for your body's cues. Combine it with oxy-breathing twice a day, once before lunch, once before dinner, and you begin sculpting your waist from the inside out. And the next practice rewires your morning metabolism before you even eat. Picture a temple monk sipping green tea before a silent walk around moss gardens. This is sencha, a staple green tea containing 35 to 75 milligrams of catechins per cup. A 2020 Japanese meta-analysis of over 1,200 adults linked high catechin intake to a 4% greater reduction in belly fat versus placebo in just 2 weeks. Combine 1 cup of hot sencha with a 15-minute slow kinhin, walking meditation at sunrise. This synchronizes your circadian rhythm and boosts fat-burning hormones like norepinephrine. Kyoto University tracked 60 office workers who did this before breakfast and found their average waist size dropped 1.8 centimeters in 11 days. Science explains why. Early morning light resets your suprachiasmatic nucleus, the brain's clock, while catechins increase fat oxidation during low-intensity movement. Even a brisk walk around your apartment block counts. By pairing the tea with movement, you're doubling metabolic signals without stressing your adrenals. One Japanese corporate wellness pilot measured a 12% improvement in morning energy scores within a week. Tea and walking prime your metabolism. But the third ritual changes what you eat without complicated diets. A Japanese meal isn't one overloaded plate, it's a set of tiny, colorful bowls. This is washoku, Japan's UNESCO recognized traditional dietary pattern. It emphasizes 50% vegetables, 25% fish or soy protein, and 25% rice or noodles, naturally portion controlled. A 2019 Ministry of Health survey found adults following washoku had 37% less visceral fat than those eating westernized meals. By simply switching your lunch to a 3-1-2 bowl layout, 3 parts veggies, 1 part protein, 2 parts starch, you reduce calorie density, but increase micronutrients that regulate insulin spikes, a key belly fat driver. To make it real, imagine a lunch tray, miso soup with seaweed and tofu, grilled mackerel, a small bowl of rice, and pickled cucumber. This combination slows glucose release, keeps you full longer, and nourishes your microbiome. You can recreate it anywhere. Use broccoli, salmon, brown rice, and a small side of kimchi. It's less about authenticity and more about ratios. Eating right is half the battle. The final trick taps a 400-year-old movement routine that flattens your core while improving posture. In an old dojo, the elders kneels, extends their arms backward, and bends until their abdomen stretches. A sequence called makoho. Developed from Buddhist temple exercises, makoho involves 6 simple stretches that stimulate abdominal meridians. Japanese occupational therapists use it for metabolic syndrome prevention. In a 2018 Shiga Medical Center trial, 15 minutes daily for 2 weeks reduced waist circumference by 3.1 centimeters on average. Combined with Hara Hachibu, it multiplies results. A few minutes each evening signals your fascia and nervous system to relax while gently activating deep abdominal fibers. Now you've met all 4 practices, but how do you weave them into one seamless 1.5-week plan? Think of this as a mini Kyoto retreat you can do at home. Data from Japan's National Health Promotion Program shows small, consistent habits outperform crash diets for visceral fat loss. Morning, sencha and 15-minute walking meditation. Breakfast, washoku style, vegetable miso soup with rice and fish. Lunch, washoku plate with 3:1:2 ratio. Evening, hara hachibu dinner, followed by 15 minutes of makoho stretches. This routine creates a mild 300 to 400 calorie daily deficit plus improved core activation, modeled on data from 1,800 adults, and you don't even need Japanese ingredients. Use regular green tea, local vegetables, lean proteins. Practice makoho via YouTube. U.S. trials on mindful portion control with green tea extract showed a 9% reduction in waist-to-hip ratio in 2 weeks. It's consistency, not geography, that drives results. Real people have proven it. California Wellness Studio ran a Kyoto Core Challenge with 15 participants. Average waist reduction 1.9 centimeters, weight loss 0.9 kilograms, and a 21% decrease in evening snacking urges. Japanese rituals aren't just about food and exercise. They calm your nervous system. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which increases belly fat. Mindful breathing and slow eating reduce cortisol by 22%, according to Tohoku University in 2022. Even if you only have 20 minutes a day, Kobe City Hospital found that 10 minutes of makoho, 1 cup of green tea, and mindful 80% full eating produced measurable waist changes in 9 days. Picture again the dawn in Kyoto. A cup of green tea, a mindful walk, a simple plate, a gentle stretch. 4 ancient habits proven by modern data, adapted to your life. In just 1.5 weeks, you can see a measurable reduction in belly fat without fad diets while gaining calm energy. Here's the truth. The reason women fail isn't lack of workouts or meal plans. It's energy and consistency. You already know what to do, but after 5 back-to-back meetings, skipped lunch, and 4 hours of sleep, you don't want to work out. You want the couch. That's why most women restart again and again, never seeing results. And this is exactly where Metabolism comes in. Not as a magic pill, but as the consistency amplifier. One decision, once a day, that makes sticking to this plan easy instead of exhausting. The biggest reason most people don't see results isn't that their plan is bad. It's that they run out of steam halfway through. You know the feeling. By the time 5 p.m. rolls around after a long day, you're drained, your appetite spikes, and the workout you promised yourself gets pushed to tomorrow. Over time, that tomorrow becomes weeks of stalled progress. One thing that's helped many of my viewers stick to the plan is something called Metabolism. It's not a magic pill. It's a daily energy support that smooths out that late-day crash so you can actually follow through. Instead of feeling jittery, you feel steady. You finish your walk, prep your dinner, and keep the routine going. Think of it as a little safety net for your consistency. Without it, you're relying on pure willpower, and willpower is like a battery. It runs down. With it, you're topping up your energy so the habits you're building have a chance to stick. It's not about buying a bottle. It's about giving yourself the support to actually finish what you start. So here's my advice. Don't overthink. The workout is here. The steps are clear. The support is in the description. The link is waiting for you.